Hi guys! In case you don't know me, my name is Norana. I would like to tell you a story while removing my makeup. This goes out for those who loves to go Krabi. So I believe most of my friends, you guys have went to Krabi. So this was told by a friend when we were in Krabi. So the story started with, there was a group of 10 people actually wanted to go for vacation before, they have commitments, have baby and all that. There's 5 couple, so 10 of them. So one particular couple, let's call him David and the wife. So this David has been trying to have children for quite some time. So what happened was, he was thinking probably he can go for vacation in Krabi. So, to just relax a bit, maybe he can have children there and all that. So, just for information, this David, he actually have a third eye. In case you don't know what is a third eye is somebody that can actually see something that other people cannot see with their naked eyes, especially spirits or like ghosts or something like that. David, when he was walking along the coast, right? So he suddenly said, "Oh, this sea is so dirty." But nobody can understand him. Like I said, and he tried not to scare his friends because he don't want to spoil the whole vacation. So he only tell his wife and one of his close friend. 5 couples, right? So they check in. They try to get the same floor. He went over to the counter and talked to the staff, and he said, okay, I'm not gonna take this room. And his friends saw it, and then okay, not all his friends knows that he have a third eye. So they were thought okay, he's been fussy and all that, which is quite common, right? Sometimes you have a room that the water is leaking, or maybe the aircon is not working, So the friends was just assuming that based on that, he requested for a change of room. So he confided in one of his good friends about this. Actually, there was something in my room that I need to tell you. Was this one girl that facing the wall, very close to the wall, looking at the wall, and it's not moving. And first thing that was in his mind was hey, is there somebody else? Maybe they double booked the room or something. But the hotel manager said there's nobody in all that. And then finally, he managed to get his rooms changed. So, according to David, right, this girl was in the traditional Thai costume and facing the wall and just outside the balcony. So, after that, after checking in, all settled, so they all changed into the swimming gear and then ready for diving. Okay, so these 5 couples, they actually went to Krabi to go for diving. So to be honest, I'm not so familiar with diving. I've not done diving myself. Okay, only snorkeling. Okay, anyway, they went to the boat. There's a boat in the middle, and you're just gonna dive wherever you want to go. And when your oxygen level is going down, you just come back to the boat, and you have to come back to the boat at some stipulated time somehow. After the stipulated time to come back to the boat, right? So he wasn't there. So of course the wife was worried and start crying and all. They say, oh, probably he's already went ashore, because he's a good swimmer, so probably he already went back ashore. But the wife was saying, no, let's look for him, please. So okay, the 9 of them, they and the instructor start to swim around the area, scout for him, but no, he was nowhere to be seen. They start circling around the boat. They just couldn't find him. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, he was on the boat with the boatman, and he was shouting, hey, he was screaming, trying to get their attention. So they were looking at each other hey, I thought how come they don't see him? So he actually went back to the boat. Nobody saw him. So okay, anyway, the whole group doesn't want to think about it. Something is definitely not right. You've been looking for that person for 15 minutes, and then but yet you cannot find the person. Then suddenly out of nowhere he pop up on the boat. Okay, that's freaky. So David have a totally different version. According to him, that when he went down, he saw this one fish. He don't see any other fich. No, when you go diving, you see all other fishes, right? But he didn't. So he saw this one particular fish and it was just stand still there and staring at him. So this fish was staring at him, so he wanted to take a closer look. So he swam towards the fish. Suddenly this fish does turn around and swam very fast away from him. So he was like, oh, what happened? So he turned around. Suddenly he saw all the fishes, the beautiful fishes all around him. This time it was closer. And he looked again. He saw the same fish again. This time is nearer to him among the other fishes. And after that, this time he went towards the fish to take a closer look. Okay, it just looked like a normal fish. So this time the fish just swam together with him slowly and slowly moved away. And that's the time when he decided to surface up to the water level. And that's when he realized that the boat and everybody else was missing. Initially, he was filled with fear. But after that, he was more like, oh shit, I need to find these people. Where are they now? David went into the water again, tried to look for his friends. When he came up, he saw the boat suddenly back there. So he probably got drifted by the current or something like that. So he went up back to the boat. And these two guys saw his friends was looking for him. I mean, like, was looking for something. So the boat guys and him thought that they were just playing some games in the water. So but it was like some distance away. So probably he thought that his friends couldn't hear him. The boatman was saying that David was actually shouting frantically for his friends, like, hey, come back, come back. But the friend couldn't find him and they keep on looking for him for the next 15 minutes. So during dinner, they started to talk about it and all that. Okay, like, of course, they felt that something is not right, but they try not to talk much about it because it's gonna spoil the whole vacation. I would have left. So I was telling, they were having dinner, had some drinks and all that. No, that's what friends do when they get together, right? So finally, time to go to bed. So like suddenly in the middle of the night, like before the sunrise, suddenly can hear the wife of David suddenly start when like he's missing from his room. So of course everybody was so worried. At the same time, right, another couple, one of their friends was on the room next to David rejected. They hear like somebody playing a TV on it. So the wife was saying that could be we are not the only tourists, no. Like probably it's other guys. Since David doesn't want it, so probably they just give it to others. They keep on insisting that the sound of there's some sound from that room. So finally, like the manager knows what's happening, and then everybody they start sending securities and all that. Imagine like maybe like before 5 in the morning. So all the security, the staff started, and finally they decided to open the room. And guess what? Suddenly all of them scream. They saw actually sleeping on the bed. So the manager and staff was saying it's not possible, like, because nobody have an access to the room unless they take the keys from the registers, right? So nobody took the key. So they were asking how he get into that room. So he doesn't want to make a deal out of it, so they just closed that case that night. So yeah, nobody talks about it. Like everybody was like, the mood was down and all that. Come on, today is a new day. So yeah, some people just don't learn their lesson, right? So they went back to the sea, they played jet ski and all that. No, they were doing those somersault thing on the jet ski. I guess they're more on the adventure side. So when they were doing that, suddenly came the water again. So for quite some time, they couldn't find him. Like they were circling all there, like turn around. Then they sent one of the lady to the shore to get some help. So the manager who was there like the night before was also aware about that situation. They prepared all the lifeguard, the stretchers, the first aid kit. After sending a professional divers and all that to look for him, finally they found him. He was found exactly the places where they were looking for him. And you know, water in Krabi, normally it's not difficult to find anything in the water because you know it's a clear water, right? And the sea was on only 2-3 meters. Just impossible not to see him, but he was exactly at that spot. Okay, they flew the body back to the home. They're Chinese, right? So they had that 3 days, 3 nights kind of funeral thing. The friends was trying to support the wife, so they tried to attend the funeral. Yep. So yeah, but then it's so sad. Like I was expecting a happy ending, but when I come to know that he died, like oh gosh. Okay, anyway, so his friends went to the funeral to give the wife some support. So okay, so the wife tell them, okay, there's a direction to this hotel that I booked for you guys. It's very straightforward. It's a nice, comfortable place to rest while waiting for the next day. They followed instruction. They went around and around, and then like they kind of got lost. Like it comes to the extent that it was already 3:30 in the morning. It's like they were lucky they saw a police light. So actually the police wanted to ask whether they were drinking, had a night drink and all that, because like they were driving on the opposite lane. So he said, okay, then so they were explaining, okay, actually we are going to our friend's funeral and we just wanted to have some rest. So like, can you just guide us through this place? So the police said that, okay, fine, you just follow my car and these guys just drive behind the police car and follow the police car to their hotel. Remember I told you that David and his wife was trying to conceive? Okay, before that they tried all possible, like they went for IVF, they went for TCM, they went for all the fertility possibility. You see all those mediums and all that. They just couldn't have a child. She found herself already pregnant, like for almost like 3 months already. So yeah, so probably that's the best and the last gift that David had left for his wife. We are Asians, right? So we have all these, like we meet the bomo kind of thing. So this wife meet some priest, and the priest was telling, okay, I'm using the kavila, okay? Ta-da! Okay. So according to the priest, do not let her go near to the water, including bathtub, swimming pool, or even the sea. So I believe after what happened, the mom would surely take a very strict regulation about that. Okay, so according to the priest, if you don't follow what I said, the water will take her away. Okay, back to the Thailand, where they went for the diving in Krabi. So the police autopsy was indicating that that David actually died of drowning, and half of his lungs was filled with sand and another half with water. So probably somebody pushed his head into the sand or something. So guys, what do you think about my story? And after this, would you still want to go to Krabi for diving? So that is my bedtime story from Krabi, Thailand. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the story. Be happy, stay out of trouble, and most importantly, stay safe. So thank you. Bye.